Hey guys, so I'm back with another video. I wanted to give my thoughts on the fallout from last night's Raw with Alexa Bliss facing off against Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks defended her Raw Women's Championship against Alexa Bliss in a rematch from SummerSlam. And lo and behold, Sasha lost. Craziness. Sasha lost only 8 days of having the title. She lost on her first defense, and I feel like this is kind of her gimmick now where she cannot defend the title successfully. And the reason I'm making this video is because it is so pivotal in women's wrestling right now. Everybody's asking me like, so how do you feel about Sasha? What do you think with the Alexa storyline? Look, if you guys have been following me for even a week, you know that I love Alexa. Like, Alexa's my girl. She's someone who I've stan since her NXT days, so I'm a huge Alexa Bliss fan. So I don't want to come off as biased. I'm going to try to be as fair as possible, but I gotta be real with you. Alexa outshined Sasha in that match on Monday Night Raw this past Monday. Like, she really did that. She did. I do have to sympathize with Sasha and her fans because they want to get behind someone who has the title for at least a few months. And, you know, for Sasha's fans, it's got to be hard because, you know, Sasha's only ever had the title for 3 weeks, and she lost in just 8 days from SummerSlam to Monday night. 8 days. It's insane. I think Vince does not see her star power, and here's what I think needs to happen. I personally feel that Sasha would really greatly benefit from a superstar shakeup. I think Sasha has to go to SmackDown. In a perfect world, I think the women's division would just be on one show or both shows, just together, that whole division together. Because when they separate 6 or 7 women on each show, they're not really working with a whole lot of talent to have different storylines, you know, have different matchups with each other. You only have like 2 or 3 women that you kind of grow accustomed to, and then it gets sour and boring after a while. So I think the best case scenario for Sasha would be jumping over to SmackDown. With that being said, I think Alexa Bliss is the best heel right now. She is over as fuck. Her merch line does amazing. She's great on the mic. She's even gotten so much better in the ring. Her in-ring abilities have improved tenfold, and don't you dare tell me otherwise. She has improved like astronomically, right? So, like I said, she was definitely the star of that match on Monday Night Raw. So, here's my thing. With Sasha, you know, you have to understand, patience is paramount when it comes to professional wrestling. Your fave will get their moment eventually. She will have that long title reign, but it's kind of her gimmick right now to win the title and have very short title defenses, you know, a few weeks, 8 days, whatever it might be. I think that's kind of fucked up, but that's the way they want to roll with it. I'm happy Alexa is the champion. I don't think Alexa's going to have the belt for all that long. I think she will eventually drop it to Nia, and I think Nia will eventually lose to Asuka once Asuka debuts on Raw, which I think she will be going to Raw. But I think Asuka's going to take the strap from Nia because they want to make it seem like, oh my god, Asuka's here. She defeated the big beast Nia Jax, you know? So that's why I think Sasha also dropped it to Alexa to kind of quickly steamroll that, have Nia maybe win at No Mercy, and then Asuka win in, you know, whenever she debuts in a month or 2. You know, I also have to say it's very important to think outside of the box when it comes to, you know, the way they write the script. Because you have to think of it like this. Bruno Sammartino has held the WWE title for, you know, I think he's the longest reigning WWE title holder ever. I think he's held the title for like 2,800 days. Now, it speaks volume that Ric Flair has held the title for 16 times. You know, we hear so much about him holding the title for 16 times, but we never really hear about the longest title number of days, right? We don't really hear about that all too often. No one really references San Martino as holding the title for 2,800 days, but they do always talk about the number of title reigns held. That is because WWE is obsessed with making history time and time again. So now that Sasha Banks has held the title for 4 times, that's just going to keep elevating. Don't forget, Sasha Banks is only 25, people. She's got at least 10 years left in the tank if she rightfully chooses to stick with the company. You know, same with Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss is only 26, and she's also held the women's title for 4 times already. So WWE is really impressed with like title reigns and how many times said person had such and such reign. You know, they love to trump each other's title reigns, you know, so that is very important to them. Breaking records and, you know, making the history books, that's something that they fancy. And that's just how they do things. And that's something that we have to keep in the back of our minds when we think of situations like this. I can come on here and say, yeah, it's really fucked up that Sasha keeps losing like this. And it is, because I'm fair. It is. It's really embarrassing, to be honest. With a woman of her talent, it's incredibly embarrassing. But you gotta think of it from their perspective. You know, there's always the big picture in the background. WWE, even though the storyline right now might suck for you watching if you're a Sasha fan, they are looking at the big picture. Everything comes full circle in the end, and I think that's kind of how you have to look at it. I'm obsessed with Alexa. I love her, and I'm super stoked she won. But in the back of my mind, I know that it's going to be a short reign. Nia's going to win, and then Nia's going to drop the belt to Asuka once Asuka debuts. Because like I said, they want Asuka to look like a dominant figurehead coming into Monday Night Raw. And to beat someone who, you know, is 6 foot tall, 280 pounds, a beast like Nia Jax. That's impressive. So I think that's kind of how they're spinning it. You know, the best case scenario for Sasha is to go to SmackDown, and hopefully she can have a better run on SmackDown and be more respected. I feel like Vince is very, 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 very controlling of Monday Night Raw and the creative process behind it, including the writing, whereas SmackDown, I feel like a lot of these talents have a little bit more freedom and leeway, like Naomi. Like, if Naomi was on Raw, she was never going to get pushed. Being that she on SmackDown, she had a nice little title reign, and she got a lot more fan base from it. You know, she really got to develop her character, the Feel Glow character, and we never saw that from her before. So I think going to SmackDown actually revives characters. So this could only help Sasha, to be honest with you. Like I said, I'm so stoked Alexa won, but long term, we all know the title's going to Asuka in the next couple months, even if Nia wins at No Mercy. So, like I said, it sucks that Sasha has these short title reigns. It's embarrassing to her character, and, you know, that is fucked up. But just think big picture here. Alright guys, until next time, please subscribe and like this video, and follow me on Twitter. Love you guys. Bye.